So for the main topic between Baraka and bathing a baby in three cultures, I would say that using language, it's almost impossible to avoid bias. Even when Margaret Mead is speaking of the American culture and she's trying to just talk about it in a neutral way, it ends up having this very over-the-top kind of affection for the United States culture, especially the modern culture, versus the other cultures she talks about, as well as even just prior American culture. Also, it strives to point out the differences. It talks about the different ways the mothers hold the babies, and looks for how those ways are different. Whereas Baraka takes cultures from all over the world, especially religious aspects of culture, and really looks for all the similarities. It's really easy to see the differences because that's what a lot of people focus on. But once you take the words away, you're creating this very open-ended aspect of film and can really let the viewer kind of put their own biases there, where they have to kind of confront themselves and realize that if they have a bias in their head as they're watching this, that wasn't presented by the movie. The movie didn't really say anything. It was just a series of shots strung together. So it really avoids, again, like we talked about before, it avoids the mansplain that even Margaret Mead has in these videos, and just lets us see what we have to see. This is also really close to the later essay that will be about the ineffable, because in some ways, this is the same type of filmmaking that needs to be used when describing the ineffable, in whatever way it can be done. It can be talked about, but it can't be explained through talking, if that makes sense. You have to just rely on the visuals and let them speak for themselves. Whether this be about culture, aspects of cultures, or events, like what happened in Kuroi Ame and Night and Fog. Well, there are a ton of differences between Baraka and Margaret Mead's films. I think one of the most important similarities is just about how both filmmakers seem so excited and feel that it's so important to share different cultures with the average American citizen. Even though Margaret Mead's videos really have this kind of condescending, or honestly just kind of a bias, a racist bias towards other cultures, it really doesn't seem to be intentional. She just really seems to be interested in how she views these other cultures as acting, even if it's not really correct, but she wants people to experience these other cultures. And I feel that Robert Frick feels the exact same way. He just wants people to recognize all the good there is in other cultures and just see the similarities instead of the differences for once.